Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up, people? What's up in
Jesus,
Triggerland?
Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on? So I'm gonna let Shi Fu start talking right now, and I'm gonna just get everything going here.
All right,
on
so
the show.
Hi, we on again out there in Triggerland. Thank you guys for we started a few minutes late, but that's all good. We know you guys are gonna wait for us anyway. Ha 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 ha. So we got a good topic going on tonight. We're gonna be talking with a special guest. Another Shi Fu. He is out in Arizona. Is that correct? San Diego. Sorry,
San Diego.
He's in San Diego. Woohoo, San Diego. So we're gonna be talking, and we're gonna be getting his background, what he studies, all the good stuff, and we're gonna be talking a little bit about tournaments. The opinions about tournaments, his thoughts, his feelings, all that kind of good stuff. And we little topic here and there today about tournaments. What we think about them, what the opinion is.
You skipping, man. You keep repeating the same thing. You all right?
I'm trying to. Thank you.
Okay?
I'm trying to share as I'm talking.
No, you don't share. Let me share.
All right, you share.
And you start talking. Go ahead, man.
All right, so we're gonna get the show started. We gotta pay the bills because we got a lot of events and stuff like that happening, and that's it. I'm ready to start the show, and Shi Fu's doing his thing, so I am going to start the show. And
yeah, it's so damn funny, man. It's like you had the head injury, not me. Oh,
and
shit.
Here we are. Welcome to Trigger.
Woo! Dude, you funny. All right, so I'm gonna leave this up to you. I still got a couple more things to do.
You got a couple more things to do?
Yeah, so I need you to go through the. Where are you now?
I'm on the
So go all the way up.
I'm on the bill page.
All right, go on the bill page.
All right,
start doing your thing.
So
I'm leaving you alone.
All right, thank you. We have a promotion. Type yes to the phone number you see for 2 free weeks. 2 free weeks of martial art training. Now, this have for new students and current students for your family members, spouse members, anybody that you feel will benefit from our training. Hopefully you guys are at home talking it up, which you guys should be doing. So you have the opportunity to text that number, get 2 free weeks of training, and see what we do and how they love it, and you just spreading the word. Next up, we have the seminar with Shi Fu Raul Ortiz. 2-day seminar with Shi Fu Raul Ortiz in our school. First day is going to be 4 hours of the Gim, the Chinese straight sword. It's gonna be teaching a form as well as applications to the form. I'm super stoked. I'm waiting for this.
We got a lot of people already. So guys, if you miss out, you
assed out. You totally assed out. So, and the second day, we are going to be hosting the bare bones of Chinese lion dance, the dying art of Chinese lion dance. And believe me, it is dying out there.
It's dying because the stuff that I'm seeing ain't good.
Yeah, man. So, and that's another 4 hours of the bare bones of Chinese lion dance. Why you should be doing it. Especially kung fu schools that should be doing it. How you can turn this dying art into not only doing it traditionally, but also get some extra revenue for your school.
Yes,
which is awesome.
And a lot of people don't realize how much revenue you can actually get.
Revenue because people out there, believe it or not, people out there want the lion dance. Next up, we have 6th annual Masters Unite, August 1st.
I'll let you go do your thing, man. I'm just holding on to the steering wheel. You know me.
You control freak.
I'm
6th annual.
I'm assertive.
You're assertive. Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, that is a good term. Assertive.
Yeah.
6th annual Master Unite seminar brings people from all over, man. Brings people from out in the city, all over Long Island. People from all over come for this seminar every year. It's a great event. We love it. We support it. It is trigger stamped.
And trigger
approved. And don't miss out. The next one is a doozy, man. Y'all don't want to miss this one. Is 5th annual Sanda seminar, October 21st, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 4 hours of nothing but getting grimy with it.
I gotta put my bullshit seeing glasses on.
Bullshit blockers. You got to put your bullshit blockers on. So every year, we change it up. So because there's so much stuff to go through when you guys are training Sanda, that it's hard to get it in 4 hours and get a good understanding of the techniques and the training and things like that. So this time we're gonna be flipping around. We're gonna be doing more of the close stuff first. We're gonna be doing the close clinching and the training and the throws and the swaijiao and things like that. Because that stuff's not done a lot. So that is what's gonna be on October 24th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So again, if you miss out, you ass out.
Next up is Tiger Life.
Tiger Life.
If you guys don't know,
official sponsor of the school.
Yeah, official sponsor of the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu School out in Hodesville, guys. If you get a chance, Tiger Life. It is the cleaner energy drink. Definitely check it out. If you guys have a chance, come on down to our school and have some for yourself, so you guys understand exactly what it's about.
Yep.
Again, Tiger Life, guys. Don't miss out on the drink.
Miss out.
It's definitely good. It helps me and it keeps me going. Next online is Fuller Broadcast, guys. Fuller Broadcast is he is equipped with MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling, BJJ, and of course
Sanda fighting.
Sanda fighting. So, guys, if you are interested in any kind of fighting, any kind of events that are going on,
stats. Anything that I want to know who's fighting and things like that.
This guy's got it.
This guy's got it, man. I get bing. I get notifications on that stuff
day.
all damn day long.
Yeah.
And of course, you wanna check us out.
So check us out, guys.
Check us out.
Check us out, and if anybody has any questions or anything like that, again, I'm gonna put this right up with it. Type yes to 631-496-4286 for 2 free weeks. What kind of? Did I write that?
Yes, you did. 2 free weeks. You did. Yeah.
I must have went blank on my Jewism because I would only be given 1 free week. But if I'm giving you guys half a month, man, definitely 631-496-4286. Jump on it because I'm gonna take that down tonight. Because that ain't happening. But if you guys get a chance, definitely take me up on that offer. We have a special guest today.
And again, remember, only for new students and family members. Current students, y'all asked out.
Yeah. Hey, you're already training.
You're already training.
So here we go, guys. This is the new background, right?
I like that.
The new background is hot.
I like that.
So I was gonna put bricks up, but I know you don't like the bricks. I know you don't like the bricks. So I didn't put the bricks
I didn't
up.
say I didn't like the bricks. I just said the bricks are dated.
Well, then I like them, and if they're dated, they're dated. I want to say hello to my wife Rachel. How are you,
Simone,
my love?
how are you?
And Shane, little Shaney. Mike L, what's going on?
What's
Linda
up?
and Fred Sierra, we're missing you in the classes
What's up,
in
dude?
school.
How them babies, man? Take care of them babies.
Take care of them babies and get your ass to school. And I was gonna say that. So here we go. Let's get our special guest on.
Yes.
I'm really, really excited. You guys are gonna have a great time with our special guest. If I can get into the guest page and find what I need to do here. Bam.
All right.
And then we're going to go over here. We're going to click on that. We're going to enlarge that. And there we go. Look at my man all ready to go.
What's that in
and
the
I got to get that logo out in the corner.
Yeah, it is right there.
Is that it? How did you know?
Because
you the man?
I'm the man, I guess.
Because you the man. Because you know what Chinese spare ribs are.
You mean you don't know what
Chinese spare ribs are? Well, let me show you, man.
We say that joke all the time as an inside joke, and probably like half the people are like,
nobody understands that.
What the hell? Chinese, they hungry? They want Chinese spare ribs? What the hell is Chinese spare ribs?
All right, here we go. So, without further ado,
dang,
Shi Fu Lu.
There you are.
How are you, sir?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I want to thank you very much for coming on the show. Just on a message, which not a lot of people do. So I got to give you kudos for that because a lot of people are not confident in what they teach. They're not confident in what they do, and apparently you are, and I appreciate that. And a lot of people don't do it. A lot of people don't get on and
Mm.
they're like we had talked about before. Nobody wants accountability. So, tell me a little bit about yourself, the background, the history, how long you've been training. Give us a scoop.
Okay, sure, absolutely. What I do is I teach Choi Lei Fai, Kung Fu.
Nice.
Woohoo! Very
Okay.
good.
My instructor, I started with him back in 1979. I was just a kid, skinny little kid. And I think I was telling you earlier that my mom had told me, she had asked me if I wanted to take some Kung Fu, and I said, no, I'm not interested. But I ended up going just because. At the time, I had taken karate and taken all, and there's nothing wrong with all that. But I mean, I was taking all that, and when I got into fights, I would lose. But this teacher showed me in the auditorium of that day exactly what I was doing wrong and how kung fu works. And since then, I've been a student of his. I still train with him.
Nice.
Very
2020,
nice.
right?
Yeah, very
So
nice. A lot of people don't.
yeah. But it's on and off. It's a family thing. He treats us like family. Where it's just a thing I do. It's not like I'm building a lot of schools everywhere. I teach when I can. When someone wants to learn, I teach them. I currently right now I have one student right now. Although I've had up to 30 students at one point, and I decided I wasn't going to train kids. I just didn't want to be a babysitter.
Amen.
So
Amen.
that's where I am right now. I'm 57, so I'm like I just don't have time to babysit. I need to train.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I think
So
that's awesome.
our whole thing is the whole idea is you train. The reason why you're doing martial arts, you're training in kung fu is you have to learn how to defend yourself. You need to be able to use the techniques that you're using. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of that, or I haven't seen a whole lot of that when you go to tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
They'll
Ah.
train it. They'll train it. You'll see them train it, and they'll do the forms and whatnot. But when you get into the ring, it goes right into boxing and kickboxing. And that's not what my teacher taught me. That's not what I teach. So you need to learn how to actually use the applications, use the form. Um, you know, I was quite surprised, and I haven't been in a tournament in a while. But back in the '90s, when I was going to a tournament, and they would see the kung fu come out, the judges would be surprised and was like, "Hey, that's real kung fu." Surprise, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a surprise. Yeah. So my philosophy is, if you're going to get into a situation, you're not the first one to touch and win. You're the last man standing. So that's just a thought. It's all self-defense. We got to think self-defense here. It's also a liability thing. If you go out there and start beating people up, then you can get sued and get thrown in jail. So you don't want to do that. It's all self-defense. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
For the most,
Yeah.
for the most part.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, feel free to ask me a question. I mean, I'm just kind of rattling stuff off.
Yeah, no, cool. So, so Sifu Raul is on. So my Sifu's on. Sifu,
Sifu!
how are you, sir? Yeah. So, in tournaments, so the wonderful thing about tournaments is, I'm starting to see Sifu's starting to see as well. We're starting to see that Sanda is really starting to take foot in the martial arts presence world today, and I'm really really happy about it because Kung Fu has now started to step up their game. And I gotta say, MMA made a big statement, when it came out, and it threw everything in the face and said, "Hey guys, forms and weapons are great, but if you can't put application together, then you're wasting your time." And a lot of schools didn't know what to do with that, so a lot of the fighting schools started to really prep and started to really put their stuff together. And I see a lot of the Sanda really coming strong now, and a lot of the MMA guys are starting to learn more Sanda than they are actually Muay Thai.
I think more of that because it was basically mainly in Asia, and there was only like a handful of people that knew Sanda in the States.
Yep.
And now, because it's, fighting is everywhere in terms of competition fighting, more and more people are saying, like looking, oh, Sanda, dude, I'm digging the Sanda,
Yeah,
because the Sanda is encompass of all the things that is Kung Fu. A very broad spectrum of self-defense, forms, weapons, fighting application, put into like a little thing that you can just apply on that Lay type platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
which is everything.
Which
right?
is everything.
Yeah, outside legs, inside legs.
Outside kicks, out and knees, throws.
Yep.
Picking people up, dumping people,
Yep.
pushing people off the
lay tie,
off the lay tie, and punches and kicks and stuff like that. So you have to be well educated and well versed in your techniques in order to be able to be successful in that.
So what's your view on that, Shi Fu? Tell me, what do you think? Have you seen out in San Diego? Have you seen a lot of the Sanda starting to pick up?
Well, that's in San Diego, Southern California, not necessarily Los Angeles, but San Diego itself. Kung Fu is not a big thing out here.
It's not.
It's all Kempo. It's mostly Kempo. However, there are Kung Fu schools. But, and I hate to say, and I'm not going to mention names, but
it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, they churn out people, and I'm looking at their forums. They have forums, but they all look the same. And when they fight, they don't really actually use the application, or they try, but it's not done correctly.
Okay. All right.
So, but as far as sound, there's nothing coming through San Diego. Maybe Los Angeles, but again, I had people talk. I talked to people in Los Angeles that do Kung Fu, or at least they think they're doing Kung Fu. And,
you sound like us.
Yeah.
And the stories are, they get in, they want to learn Kung Fu, but what happens is they learn a few things, and the teacher will throw them into the ring and start fighting. And that's not what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to learn anything. It's almost like you're trying to learn street fighting.
Yeah.
You're not learning any of the Kung Fu.
Yep. I agree with that. That's a shame, because what the teacher wants to do is he wants to churn out as many fighters as he can to try to get a name for himself.
That's part of it. The other part of it, I think, is because it takes a long time to learn how to do the applications in a practical sense. It's not something that can be done within a month or 2 months. We don't let people start touching hands and smacking people around until after they've been here for at least 3 or 4 months. You're not allowed to touch nobody in that context. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't have the patience to wait for that long. So it takes too long to learn how to fight. Yeah, in any style, it should take you a while to learn how to fight.
Right, but then what they're doing is they're churning them out and just throwing them in there. And unfortunately, because they're churning them out and throwing them in there, they end up getting their ass whipped.
Their ass is whipped.
And it really, you know what? And I'm sure you can agree with this, but 80% of the martial arts out there sucks anyway. And I would say a good portion of that 80% is Kung Fu schools, because a lot of them, and I'm a Kung Fu practitioner, a lot of them don't fight. A lot of them don't put teeth and hands to ass and really do the work and really grind,
Teeth to ass. I don't put no teeth to ass. I put foot to ass. I don't put no teeth to ass.
You put teeth to ass. I'll put teeth to throat. I'll put teeth to whatever.
All right, I'll put teeth to throat.
Talk to Shi Fu. Shi Fu will tell you, man, he'll bite somebody in the head.
Yeah, I know.
He'll put teeth to head. Get that shit done. But yeah, man, I mean, it's a lot of people don't put that work in. A lot of people don't put that road work in. They don't put that time in. They don't want to lose the students, I see the degradation of martial arts more and more and more, because people want that fast food. I want that, I want my black belt with an order of fries,
but a lot of instructors are worried about the numbers.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Yep, it's a numbers game. I agree with that. And he got out of it.
Yeah.
Shi Fu got out of it. You got out of that.
You got that storefront, right? You got that nut to crack every month. And if the numbers are not right, you're not going to make your money. You're not going to be driving your Benz down the street. And I'll be able to go to the club and make it rain and things like that.
Make it rain.
So you gotta
Zong Shi's on.
Zong Shi!
What's up, Zong Shi?
You gotta make concessions with concessions you can to just keep the numbers up. And I see a lot of schools that I drive past with these big signs on them, and I look inside and I see people doing this. Punch, kick,
cardio kickboxing,
punch,
man.
Kick, and I drive past the same time every single day, and there's like 1 or 2 martial arts classes, and the rest are just fitness classes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
To keep the numbers up.
And I understand, they got that nut to crack. But And I'm sure you see it a lot out in San Diego. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean there are schools out here that I know New York where you guys are. It's expensive to get inside in a studio, right? I mean, what's that? $2 a square foot? $5 a square foot? I don't know.
To rent is what you're talking
rent,
about?
yeah.
To rent a place?
Yeah, rent,
man.
yeah.
Rent is not cheap, man. Rent is definitely not cheap.
And so they need to do something. And, there's a lot of Taekwondo schools out here, and they throw up a lot of people. That's a lot of money that they need to collect in order to pay the rent. So, Kung Fu's not that way. If they're looking for, getting it and start touching hands immediately or within the next 3 or 4 months, for me, it's not going to happen, and they're not going to learn anything. So if they're going to try to come to my school, or they won't come to my school because I'm not teaching that till they actually know the Kung Fu and then we start applying. But so for us, for me at least, Kung Fu doesn't work out here in terms of a business. And if you want to make it big, but I'm working on it because I'm trying some new things recently. Not necessarily big, but enough to that I can have enough to crack the nut, if you will. You say, just to be able to pay some bills and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't do this on a full-time basis. I'm part-time. I'm a real estate investor, a real estate professional. So that's where my money is coming from, and I love doing Kung Fu because that's what I've been doing for how many years. So if someone wants to learn, I teach, right?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's awesome that you have that. You have other things that you're doing that that this is
you have that opportunity.
You have the opportunity, that's nice. So I have some pictures up that are going on in the background, and I guess when this is over, you can actually watch the show. But I put up some pictures of
a lot of different competitions,
and different types of fighting
competition.
And some of them, the reason why I put them up is I put pictures up behind us where you have kids fighting in like full chest gear, which I'm totally against. I'm not into chest gear. I don't believe in it. Headgear, yes. Shields, depending on how full contact is and what level of people that are fighting. And then I have the Goju guys on here where they're just pretty much bare knuckle. I got a couple of my friends that are fighters on here, like Lightning Matt Lyle and also Tommy B. Batone. Yeah. I got some MMA people doing some fighting drills, and they're wearing some gear, but not much at all. So I put that up, and then I put some of the Sanda guys up as well. And you can see the Sanda guys don't have any gear on either, but sometimes they do in some of the tournaments.
They wear the headgear and stuff like that.
So here's my view. My view is, what is your thought on over padding gear, over padding people, and bringing them to tournaments, and the usefulness of a tournament? How useful would you say tournaments are in your perspective, in your vision? Like, what is the importance, or are they really benefiting, or who are they benefiting? The guy who's promoting and making all the loot, or you know what I mean, and giving out shitty trophies and giving out nonsense, or what's your view on it? I'm sorry, I'm kind of leading the question and I'm telling you what I think right away, but what's your
leading the witness?
I'm leading the witness.
Well, it depends on the kind of tournament. I mean, are you talking about a kind of tournament where, it's a point fighting thing where the first one who touches wins? Or are you talking about a tournament that, you go 3 rounds, 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes, and, there are judges out there judging you on your Kung Fu skills?
Yeah, well, see, that's continuous fighting, and the other one is mostly karate point fighting. But in any event, what's your view on them? Give me a stats on what your view is on both of those aspects.
Well, on the first one, obviously, you don't really need a whole lot of padding because it's only the first one who touches wins, right? So, but the second one, when we're talking about, and I always call it the Kung Fu type of tournaments. For a beginner, maybe you put the pads on because they're just not used to it. They're trying to gain their confidence, right? Mm-hmm. But as you get older and better at it, and you get to the brown sash, black sash level, maybe no pads. It all depends on somebody. I mean, if you're a professional and you got to go to work, I certainly don't want anybody having broken ribs or an eye gouged out or anything like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So I think pads. It depends on the individual. If they don't want to wear a pad, that's up to them. I mean, they're old enough to figure it out. But if they want to wear a pad, that's fine with me too.
So in a tournament, so I had the pleasure on judging some tournaments, and I made them take their chest protectors off,
Okay.
whether one guy had one or not, because I didn't feel that it would be fair if one guy was wearing a chest protector and the other one wasn't. But I also feel that by wearing chest protectors, yes, you have to go into work today, the next day, or whatever. But you know what? That's kind of the gamble of the martial arts in that view. And if you're going to be sparring and continuous, you know what you're getting yourself into. And as long as the judge controls it, it should be not too hard, but it should be. If somebody got you, you're like, all right, you know what, that was good.
What I see a lot in the tournaments, because we had it when we were competing back in the day too, and a lot of guys would come in and the judges would tell you you ain't coming in the ring with that. You got to take it off.
Yep.
Sure, I get it. I get it.
But now what I see is not that it's mandatory, but a lot of guys come in and people come in not just with the chest protector, but also with the face mask, with the full face shield,
shoulders,
and things like that.
Forearms,
and from what I
thighs.
see is there's it's safety, but it also takes away from, like you were saying, Steve, with the application, because now there's no fear of getting hit. There's no fear of coming in. It's just taking a shot just to get a shot. So there's no emphasis on your footwork, on your technique, on
there's no need to apply.
No need to apply your concepts, your strategies, your principles. You're just going in there and just Hail Marying it because you got this bulletproof vest on that you're not gonna get busted up. So for me, there's no advantage to wearing that level of safety equipment in an arena where you should be relying on more technique than just trying to go in there and slug it and pop somebody in the face. You know what I mean?
Okay. I know. I get what you're saying. I remember with me when I was going to the tournament, I had to go up against this tall guy from Brazil. He had a full face mask on. I didn't have one. I had just an open face and I had a helmet on.
Excuse me.
And this guy kept, and you're not supposed to hit to the face. That was the rule, right?
Right.
And so he was padded and I was padded, and he was coming in like just full on, right? And I said, okay, fine. But he kept hitting me in the face.
Yep.
And I kept looking at the judge. I said, dude, what's going on? I thought this is not allowed. He said, they would go, nope, didn't see it. And I'm like, okay, all right. So then I just had to change my strategy, right? So if they can't see that, then what's next? What can I do? I can't hit his face. So what's next? The groin.
Mm-hmm.
The groin's not allowed to be hit, but since he's hitting me in the face, I'm going for the groin. So the first move he came in, I moved for his groin and hit him. Then he was just like, hey, he hit me in the groin. And all the judges went like this. Didn't see it. I said, okay. So now, so you got to sort of kind of think. You got to sort of kind of strategize. It's something like that is happening. And judges do have favorites, by the way, just so you know.
Oh,
yeah. We know. Yeah, we definitely know.
Yeah, you gotta figure out, okay, if he's gonna win, or he's gonna win because he's hitting me in where he's not supposed to be hitting me, well then I'm gonna go out fighting, and I'm going for where I'm not supposed to be hitting.
Mm-hmm.
So
make it work.
Yeah. So what happened to that? What happened was he backed off. Normally you're really close, you can touch hands. As soon as I did that, they were separated, and now is a chance. Now he has to use some kind of skill to come in. And me, I have to come up with use my skills to be able to come get him as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just it depends on the situation wherever you're at. You gotta think quick on your feet. You gotta figure out how you're gonna beat this guy, right? I mean that's even if you're in full gear or not in full gear. The guy might have a weapon, you have none. What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Yeah, man, I can jive with that.
I can jive with that. That's for real. That's for real.
Yeah.
So I mean, tournaments are still happening now, and we went to a tournament, an awesome tournament,
Yeah, Sifu Lee.
Sifu Mark Lee's tournament.
Yeah, he runs it. He runs a
And
really good tournament.
Yeah, and they have a really, really good Sanda division, full contact Sanda division.
Yeah, that he was judging, and I got stuck judging something I did not want to judge.
Hey man, I mean, you just say, here, you go do that. I say, okay.
But I was like, God damn it, and he's enjoying himself watching the Sanda fighting.
Yeah,
right?
man, in that sense, there was a lot, and they had a person, ENT in there who was watching, and all the safety and things like that, and people had to have a certain amount of safety protection, but they had to rely on their skills. You know what I mean? So the thing is, and it has to be understood, if you're in that type of arena, you need to have the skills for that type of arena. It's not meant for you just to be like, oh, just let me try this.
And then they have ultimate Sanda too.
Yes.
And the ultimate Sanda is nice because you could sweep, take your opponent down to the floor, and continue hitting your opponent until you stop. And once you start to get into like a tussle or a wrestle, they wait a couple seconds, and then they bring you back up, and then you fight again, and then you go at it
again.
So it's nice.
But my understanding is, and I've always been taught that if you're going to be in that type of arena, if it's point fighting, continuous, full contact, you need to have the skill for that arena. Otherwise, don't step in.
So I have a mention to everybody that's out there. So we have Shi Fu Raul out there. We have Zong Shur out there. Guys, thank you so much for being on here and supporting. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Craig Ryan's on here. So if there's anybody that's on here that has any questions, we got Samson on here. Samson, what's going on? Hope everything is well in Canada.
Yeah, Brother Samson.
So if there's any questions that you guys have for Sifu, that we're interviewing, or myself, or Sifu Lloyd, definitely, this is an open podcast. So if you guys have questions, please ask. I don't want this just to be, a one-sided conversation.
A lot of the instructors are on it. Sifu Raul, Zong Shur. I think I saw Sifu Rickham, and these guys.
Yeah, he tiptoed on and tiptoed off. I think
these guys are veterans of the tournament competition and things like that. Back when they'd use like minimal protection.
Oh yeah,
Let me take my knuckles up. All right, I'm good. Let's get in there.
I can tell stories,
and I believe that you need, cause like you said, Sifu, you go to a tournament, usually held on the weekend. You gotta go to work, the next day, and if you're a professional, you can't walk in there with big lips and
especially if you're selling a house.
Yeah, big lips.
You gotta wear some really thick dark glasses.
It's like you wear sunglasses in the house. It's like it's not that sunny in here. Why is he wearing sunglasses? But things happen. But there has to be some level of protection, but you have to be able to use your skills, and you have to be of a physical standing to be able to be in that arena. Otherwise, why are you doing martial arts? You know what I mean? That's just like you putting on football gear and just going out there and just tussling people, And even when you're doing football, there has to be some level of skill. You're padded up, and you have to have some kind of technique or strategy. Otherwise, you have no business being on that field. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, you're not going to catch me in an operating room with a scalpel.
And you know who has a problem with that? Parents.
Yeah, well, because
parents have a big problem.
Because parents are following the whole McDojo nonsense where, it's everybody gets a trophy and everything else.
Oh, he's fighting, he's doing well, but he can't get hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I judged at that tournament, Super Mark Lee's tournament. I had all these kids lined up. Unfortunately, I won't do it no more. I'm not helping judge the kids. I'm gonna watch the Sanda. So I got all these parents and all these kids coming up, and all these kids, the kids are walking. They have so much gear on that they're walking like like a Christmas Story, like the kid, that looked like a big tick.
Yes.
Right? He was walking like this because he had so much clothes on, and they couldn't get his arms down. Kid's walking in there, can't put his arms down because he's got so much protection on. Why are you even here? Right? So I made them strip down their gear. And all they had was headgear, grind cup, mouthpiece, hand gear, foot gear, no chest protectors. So kids lined up. I had 2 kids going. One kid hit the other kid in the chest. The other kid backed off, started crying, walked off the floor. So I dragged the kid back onto the floor. I said, "You don't want to fight no more?" He's like, "No, I want my chest protector." I said, "Nope, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
If you don't want to fight no more, bow to each other. That kid wins. You don't.
Yes.
There's no getting a trophy.
Yes.
See you later."
But you know where I see it the most? I don't see it too much. I see it in the tournaments, but I also see it in the school. In the school. Every time I drive past to see people sparring, it's headgear. They're padded up. They got the big, thick one on. Not just the skinny protector, but they got the big, thick one on. Especially got the kids on. And if you're in the school, you're training and you're learning strategies and things like that. You're not hurting your training brothers. You shouldn't be hurting your training brothers. But that is the prime opportunity to get grimy with it.
Yeah.
And to build up the conditioning and know what it feels like to actually get really hit.
And to know that there's no, once you hit the floor, nobody's going to jump you, nobody's going to slam you, nobody's going to,
right.
kick you or anything like that.
I can't tell you how many times I see those videos and I see people with the padded up.
I know.
There's no reason for you to be padded up in your own school.
So Craig got something to say, so I want you to read that.
Okay. So Mr. Ryan says, so with the new protection in these types of tournaments, headgear, bigger gloves, shin pads, do you think fighters today are starting to get complacent with some skills because they know when they get hit in a tournament, they won't take that much damage?
Absolutely. And that's what we were just talking about.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest thing,
Absolutely.
Right? If you put on, because we know Mr. Craig's out there all the time protecting us, so thank you very much for your service out there.
I'm sure, and he wears his
but
bulletproof thing.
If you went out there with the Iron Man outfit, Craig, right? If you went out there with the Iron Man outfit, you wouldn't care who the hell was shooting at you.
Oh, yeah, he wouldn't be able to do his job. He said, "Oh yeah, that's a cop. That's a cop. That's 5-0."
No, but what I'm saying is he'd be so protected that it wouldn't matter, right?
Yes.
So, you know what? So your skills would diminish in time, but now that, you're limited to what you're allowed to wear and everything else, your skills have to be better. Your skills have to be quicker. You have to be, your timing has to be better. Everything has to be heightened in order to be a better martial artist, right? So,
and not only that, it gives people false confidence because they're doing well in these tournaments, but then when they get out on the street
they get smacked down.
And somebody's just like, "Oh, damn!
Yeah, they get smacked
I've never been hit like that before." Yes, because you got big marshmallows on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what's your view on that, Shi Fu Lu? What's your view on that?
Well, I completely agree with you on that. It's when we train outdoors, right? And we wear shoes because anything that's going to happen, it's going to happen outdoors.
And you're going to have shoes on.
We're not on a padded floor. You do our push-ups on the cement. You do knuckles. Everything out there. So, yeah, I agree with you on that in terms of, when you're first starting out, you don't need the pads. Absolutely not. You need to understand how to get hit, what it's going to feel like. But as you get a lot more better, a lot more advanced, you're going to be hitting harder. Your opponent's probably going to be hitting harder as well. Maybe you need a pad. So no, I agree with you guys on that. I can see that.
You got that San Diego cool shotgun mentality. You're like, I can deal with that.
And it's not just tournaments. Like I've had the opportunity to go to different people's schools.
Yeah, man.
To work out and spar with a lot of their students and things like that. And because of that, if you got a school, and we all know not all schools are created equal. So if I go to a school,
I love that saying. I love that saying. By the way,
it's true.
That hits home.
It's true. I've been to a lot of schools where some of them are better than me. And I rock with it, and and it helps me to get better. And then some schools are I don't say worse, but but because of the fact that they don't put foot to ass or teeth to ass, like you like it,
teeth to head,
teeth to head, and really really get in there, and then you're not getting the full experience of the art that you're training.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I get in there and I get lumped up, I get lumped up. I can still come back.
And then you grow with that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just like,
You are always a student for the rest of your life, and if you're not, and you think that you're at the top of the food chain, and you think you're the apex warrior, then you are never going to learn a damn thing, and one day somebody's going to walk in that school and beat your ass.
Yeah. So you have to wear gear, but you shouldn't be padded up like the Michelin Man. You know what I'm saying?
He says football players, Shi Fu wrote, football players wear them and they still get concussions. Yeah, wearing gear doesn't diminish your ability to fight. It's protecting your brain
and vital
areas.
When you get
hit in the headgear or not, you can still get knocked out. Yeah, and I've seen Shi Fu Raul knock people out with headgear. So yes. But over padded is not a good thing either. So
yes. So what I'm saying is be safe, pad up, you know what I'm saying? But you have to have some sense of realism.
Yes.
Because you're going to get caught in a situation where you don't have them pads on. You know what I mean? And you gotta know what it feels like to take a shot.
Absolutely.
I
agree with that.
You gotta know what to take a shot. You know what I mean? So what's the...
I remember, so I got a story for you. I remember Shi Fu Raul back in the Bronx, where I got invited to. My teacher brought me there. I was watching him do self-defense, and I'll never forget it. And he had his guys dressed up in football gear. He had his guys dressed up in football gear, and he was doing self-defense. I mean, flat out self-defense. And he was hitting his students, but they had the gear on. So they were protected, but these guys were wearing football pads, and they still were getting banged around, right? So, the sense of realism back then, that's going to be the vital thing for me. That's going to be the vital thing that's going to be like, God forbid something happens in the street, you know what that's going to feel like, Yes. You don't want anybody to get, damaged and everything else, and I get that, but the biggest thing is that sense of realism.
Yes.
And without that sense of realism, there's a false sense of security.
But that's basically all I'm saying, is there has to be some sense of realism. But the problem with the tournaments now, they don't give you that. There's no real sense of realism now, because not only that you pad it up, you can't have the contact be what it is. I mean, you're in it, like Shi Fu Lu said, depending on if it's point fighting, continuous, or full contact. Full contact, we know you're trying to really knock somebody out, but continuous contact is like full contact a jace, because you're not knocking anybody out. But I've been hit full force, and you same thing in a continuous fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, it's not full contact. Yeah, we know that, but he's still hitting me. He's still hitting me with everything he got. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
Tell him it ain't full contact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's true. That's what I was talking about. So he said wearing the pads helps the guys executing the techniques because he can go all out without hurting your opponent.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. And I agree with that. I love that, and I love to train that. But then on the other side is I want to be able to have my conditioning to a point where I can work with somebody and spar with somebody, and they can hit me with a good shot, not a full contact shot, depending on where you're at, and know that my body won't crack and buckle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's 8:51 already.
Damn.
Yeah. So Shi Fu, I want to thank you very much for being on here. It looks like it's really sunny and warm over there.
Yeah, we're cold and freezing over here.
It's cold and freezing in New York. But we're getting out of the winter, and I'm really excited about that.
Anyways, the sun just set. It's getting cold here. Cold for us.
What's cold?
What's cold?
What's cold?
We're probably dropping down into low 60s right now.
60s, that's jacuzzi weather, man. That's jacuzzi weather.
He got a sweatshirt on in the 60s.
Yeah, he's got a sweatshirt on. Look, it's
That's
like
San Diego for you.
It's 30s, man. I got a sleeveless shirt on.
Yeah, I got a heat, I got a heater next to me.
Yeah, I know. We got a heater buzzing at our feet. But I want to thank you very much for being on here. Thanks for taking the time out. And again, you're one of the few people that actually, call up, or I asked, and you don't even know me from a hole in the wall. And we just know each other from, Messenger and Facebook and stuff. And, I asked you if you wanted to be on the podcast. You're like, hell yeah, all right, I'll be on the podcast. I don't care. And a lot of people, man, a lot of people aren't comfortable with that. A lot of people shy away from that because, again, I was talking to you before about putting a face to words. A lot of people don't want to be accountable or held accountable for what they say.
Sure. But I think a lot of it also is because they're just afraid of the camera.
Yeah. I
get that. Yeah.
I guess.
I get that.
I just, I don't know. I think that, when I talk to somebody face to face or video to face, or however you want to say it, but by being able to talk to somebody and actually look at somebody and seeing expression, it's much better and much different than texting, because you never can get the gestures right. Sometimes what you think they're saying, it's not really the way they're saying it, right? So it's all about perception at that point. But when you're seeing people from face to face, it makes.
And we got Shi Fu Ron Wheeler on here, who is another veteran of tournaments,
and
he's still doing tournaments in the 50s, in his 50s.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And he's fought in tournaments just like you and stuff like that. And it's there, it's still there, but I'm sure it's changed a lot. Some things needed to change. Definitely from back in the day to now.
Yeah.
Especially what Shi Fu Rule is saying was the level of safety.
Yeah.
Because you want to go into a tournament and test your skill, but you don't want to walk out of there, not knowing how to talk and eat oatmeal and stuff like that. That's not worth it.
No,
you know what I mean?
But you also got to remember that we're in a martial day, a martial age. There's gonna be some kind of risk, right?
So we gotta find
that balance.
What's the balance between testing your skill and knowing that you can do what you need to do, but still be able to get up and go to work
the next day
and
sell houses.
Yeah, sell houses.
Sell real estate
without looking like a raccoon with two black eyes.
So, Shi Fu, I want to thank you very much for being on the show. We're gonna get you off. We're gonna continue. We only got a couple minutes left.
Yeah,
we gotta do some advertising.
We gotta pay some more bills.
But I want to thank you very much for all your time and thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
No problem.
And don't forget to send me a link so that way I can send it off onto my Facebook and all my followers as well.
Oh, sweet.
All right, I will. I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm gonna once I get you off, I'll once we're done with the show, I'll definitely send you a link. But I thank you again. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for being on the show, and hopefully we'll talk stories soon, man. And we'll do some catch up. And again, hope everything is well. And thank you so much.
Same to you. Take care, guys.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Have a good day, because it's nighttime over here.
See you later.
That was nice.
Was that awesome?
He's a nice guy.
Nice guy, man. Nice guy.
guy.
So, So, we got a bunch of stuff. We got to advertise really quick, but I gotta say it was really nice. He came on at the drop of a hat.
Yeah. You were like, we ain't got nobody. I was all right.
I know. I was so mad.
And then you were like, we got somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're like, okay.
I was like, all right, what we got?
So, it's kind of cool that he just jumped on and, he felt confident to jump on and be a part of it. So I just let me just find really quick where the hell I am
right there
with everything. Yeah, I just got to make sure I'm on the right page here.
Yeah.
So we're going to slip out of here real quick. And we got to go through stuff real quick here. I know I keep saying real quick, but here we go one more time, guys. If you guys didn't know, type in yes. If you text, not type, but text.
Text.
That's what I got to change.
Yeah,
if you text yes to 631-496-4286, you will get 2 free weeks at the school. Remember.
Training,
Yep.
yes.
You got to text yes to 631-496-4286. I want to take that out and start the advertisements.
Oh, next.
April 4th and 5th.
April 4th and 5th, we got the seminar. 2-day seminar, 8 hours.
8-hour seminar.
With Shi Fu Raul Ortiz, the Mantis Man. He's going to be letting us have the GIM and with the applications on like that. And the next day, we're going to be going over the bare bones of Chinese lion dance.
Yeah, so the wonderful thing about this, right? So you know that Shi Fu Raul, when he teaches he doesn't only teach the form, but he teaches you the form and function. So we're going to be learning fencing as well, right?
Yes. You're going to be learning how to spear somebody in the butt with this sword.
So, you know what? Form and function. Without form or without the function of the form, you're just learning form, and at that point it's useless, right?
Yes.
But if you can apply what you're learning, you get more out of it. And for me,
you get what you're supposed to be getting.
Well, I agree with Shi Fu Raul says. I'd rather go to a seminar and spend money at a seminar,
right,
and utilize and learn all that material, than just go to a tournament and get like a $20 trophy. You spend $80 to get a $20 trophy.
I got you.
Now, I believe that tournaments are really important because it gives you experience in understanding what you can do, what you can't do.
You get the most experience to test your skill, other than going on the street and say, "Hey, guy, you want to fight?"
Right. So I think there's a place. I think that there's a place for it. But if I had a choice to go to a seminar or go to a tournament, I'd be going to a goddamn seminar.
Yes.
Especially one like Zhongshe Creighton or Shi Fu
Raul. What I think we should do is have once a year or twice a year a big ass tournament that all the Kung Fu styles can go to and stuff like that.
Yeah, Shi Fu Mark Lee. That's
right. But what happens? We got like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 little open tournaments here and there and stuff like that, and
I would rather go to one tournament a year.
Yeah.
And then do all the rest seminars.
Yeah. That would be that. I think that would be ideal.
Yep.
I think that would be ideal.
Yeah, definitely the thing to do.
I think that would be ideal.
If you guys get a chance, 631-447-7738. If you guys have any Sifu Quan checks on.
What's up? Sifu Quan check.
If you guys have any questions, definitely check it out. Again, we're going to be doing an 8-hour seminar on the 4th and the 5th, 4 hours each day.
Yes, and you will get your info if you want to pre-register and get your thing in, because space will be limited.
Yeah, space is limited.
We're not going to have 50 people on the floor with gims and stuff like that, because somebody will get an eye jammy and one stuck up their butt.
631-447-7738. Check it out. The 6th Annual Masters Unite, August 1st, 2020, guys. Be a part of the martial arts history. This is a great venue. There's a lot of martial artists there. You get to see a lot of different styles getting together,
and
doing that.
You get to work
thing.
with people. You get to work with a lot of different people that you've never worked with before, which is advantageous, which is something you must do. It's something you must do as a martial artist. Instead of just working your training brothers and sisters in your school, you got to get out there. Your teacher's got to kick you out the nest, and you got to learn how to fly and fledge and learn how to touch hands with people, because not everybody's going to move the same way, and not everybody's going to have the same love and integrity as in your school.
Yes.
Because somebody's like, "Oh yeah, we bow," and then pow, then you're like, "Oh damn, I'm sorry," And I've had that happen numerous times. So you got to get out there. Not that this is going to happen at that venue.
So,
but
5th Annual Sanda Seminar, October 24th, 9 to 1. It is advantageous to be there.
Advantageous.
Am I using that right?
Yes. It's advantageous.
There's going to be a plethora of techniques to learn.
Yes.
So come on down, be a part of it, guys. It's at the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu School.
It is open to all styles. Mm-hmm. It is open to all systems. It is open to all individuals. It is open to all people on all walks of life.
And this is October, so I don't want to hear that.
We don't want to hear shit.
I don't want to hear, "Oh, I didn't know you guys are having a seminar in October."
We don't want to hear, "Well, I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
I can't." No, we don't want to hear nothing.
October, guys. If you save $10 a month, you'll have enough money to come to this seminar if you really want to be there.
Yep.
And if not, we don't really want you there.
That's
anyway.
all good, man. We hang with people that want to jam with us.
Yeah. Rather be around people that appreciate us than around people that tolerate us.
That's right.
And that's not from my words.
That is Zhongshe.
Actually, and Zhongshe knows the gentleman who had stated that.
Yes.
And I believe that when I heard that from that man, that master, when I heard him say that, I was like, damn, that just rings so true in my head.
Yep.
I'll never ever forget it. I'll never forget it.
Yep.
So guys, 5th Annual Sanda Seminar, October 24th, 9 to 1, 631. Master Rango,
hey,
Sensei Rango's on.
How are you, Sensei?
447-7738, guys. If you guys get a chance, definitely check it out. It's going to be a great seminar, and we do have a seminar. Zhongshe, we're doing that Enter the Dungeon seminar again in July.
We are doing it.
Yeah, but I am waiting for Zongshi to give us the day.
Yes.
When it's going to be.
Yes.
And then we have to get the posters together.
And then once we get it, it's going to be on like popcorn.
Yeah,
we're going to be blasting it out.
We're going to be blasting it out.
We're going to be blasting it out.
So there's like 3 seminars right now that we have going on. One is going to be in April, April 4th and 5th. We have the Sanda seminar that's coming up in October. We have the Enter the Dungeon seminar that's going to be coming up in July. So we got one in April, we got one in July, and we got one in October.
Yep. Dr. Willett. That's the gentleman that made that
Dr. Willett.
Dr. Willett. Thank you, Shi Fu.
Thank you, Shi Fu. So yeah, I'll never ever forget those words. Those words rang so true in my brain that you
live by those words.
I live by them.
You live by those
I
words.
would rather be somewhere where I'm appreciated.
And then when you appreciate yourself like that, then people want to be around you.
Yes.
Because it's like, I don't need you. I can have fun by my damn self.
And Zongshi, so we were sitting down and talking one day, and Zongshi said, I can make myself feel bad. Why the hell would I want to go somewhere else and have somebody else make me feel bad? And that's true, man. And I believe that. So I would definitely rather...
I'm my own best friend.
Yeah, I can make myself feel bad every day. So I would rather be around people that appreciate
what
who
he
I am.
said, are karate guys allowed into the Kung Fu cave?
Oh, absolutely. Because you are a warrior.
Yes, sir.
You are.
Yes,
welcome. Sir. Anytime you'd like to be here. We haven't seen you in a long time, man. Sir.
Yes.
It's karate guys. Come on now.
Yes, we love everybody. Not everybody loves us, but we love everybody.
Yeah, I know. So, guys, I want to thank everybody for being on here. I want to thank everybody for really giving it, just really promoting and really sharing.
You're just going to leave that up there, aren't you?
What?
That sounded...
Of course I'm going to leave that up there. Now, why would I not leave it up there?
Subliminal message right there.
Man, Mama didn't raise a dumb Jew. Come on. Now, I have brain damage, which is all, medically sound and safe. Yes. Everybody knows I got brain damage now, but... Mama didn't raise no goddamn dumb Jew. I know how to use my juju. So yes, I will leave the October 24th up there so nobody's got any questions about not knowing when the seminar is.
That's funny.
But guys, I want to thank everybody out there. Shi Fu Raul, Zongshi. Thank you so much, Shi Fu Quan Chek.
Yes. Master Rango.
Master Rango that's on here.
So Shi Fu Rick Kelman was on for a little bit.
We actually had somebody else on here too. Bailong Quan is on here.
Yes.
So we got
Ron Wheeler.
Ron Wheeler. So guys, thank you so much. If I missed you, sorry, but I definitely want to say thank you. As Samson's on here, I definitely want to say thank you guys very much for being on here. Thank you for sharing the love. Try to promote and try to share as much as you can.
Please share it out.
Yeah, please. Cause
give us that like.
Yeah, the only way that we're already got like 3,500 subscribers at our YouTube channel, and we're looking to get, at least, I always say it every year, I want to get to like 10,000 by the end of the year. So if we could do that, that'll be great. And again, guys, I want to thank everybody very much from the bottom of my heart.
Yes.
God bless everybody out there.
Yes.
Just remember, guys, talk real, get real, train real, get real, and what you want to say?
Shower now.
Oh, that was nice and calm. That was smooth. That wasn't like your normal yell in my ear.
I think, I felt the smoothness. I felt it. So
smooth.
It's smooth.
Like Fishburne, right? What's the dude from Matrix?
Oh, like Morpheus?
Yeah, like Morpheus.
I gotta get my glasses.
Guys, have a good night.
Shout out.
See you guys later.